In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. All of us want to live a peaceful life. Nobody likes the troubles. Nobody. And these troubles, by the way, cannot be totally eliminated. But somehow we can minimize it. Minimizing the troubles in our life is possible. And having a life absolutely free of the troubles and the stress is not possible, maybe. Now the question arises, how can we how can we minimize, how can we reduce as much as possible these troubles in our life, and how can we somehow make our life somewhat peaceful enough? So I'm going to share my take on the subject. There are only two things which I am going to advise you. There are only two things which I am going to advise you. First and foremost is first and foremost is that we should stop complaining. Complaining means that if we don't use words to communicate to the people, but we are having something in the mind, it will not work. It will reduce the problem, but it will not, eradicate it. Will not get the things done. We need to, we need to stop complaining. We need to stop having grudge in our mind against anyone else. We need to stop keeping the grudge against someone else in our mind. No grudge against anybody. No complaint against anyone. No grudge against anyone. Compensation can be sought. Compensation can be sought either individually or by making the relevant, the suitable people sit together in a meeting of certain people, in the group meeting, or through courts, either speaking peacefully to someone else. If it does not work, and it is possible that you can put somebody in a group of people and ask him to compensate after defining the problem, the loss you have suffered. If it does not work, going to the court, then court of law, then it is okay. But having grudge and hatred against someone else, it is something which is the worst kind of enemy. Enemy of whom? Enemy of us. Enemy of our peace of mind. So we must have to get rid of it. Complaints, grudge and hatred against anyone else. It is the destroyer of our peace of mind. It will absolutely destroy our peace of mind. So for that reason we do have to avoid it. For that reason, we do have to avoid it. We do have to immunize ourselves from this, the grudge and the hatred against someone else. This is one thing. The other thing is, the other thing is that we should be able to control our impulses, our cravings. Suddenly, a desire, a very strong desire arises that I should try to punish someone else. Anger against somebody, or the very opposite of it, or a strong desire to eat, to drink, to smoke something else. Desire. You have to control our cravings, our impulses, our strong emotional desires. We have to control it. You can do the same thing once you are cool minded, once you are having a peace of mind, once you are in a normal state of mind. You can do that. It's not like it is absolutely prohibited. Obviously, once you are in the cool mind, obviously, once you are in the cool mind, what is going to happen then? Now your decision will be a very rational one, and not an emotional one. Now you will do a thing only if it is beneficial, and you will avoid it, you will never do it if it only satisfies your emotions momentarily, but later on you may have to repent for a longer period of time, maybe for the whole of the life. So, for that reason, it is very important, and very important indeed to control our impulses, to control our cravings, to control our strong desires, which emerges anytime spontaneously. So, the two of these things have the great ability as far the grudge and hatred is concerned. Not only that, we do have to control our grudge and hatred because it is not anyway lesser than a poison, and this poison will keep spoiling us. This poison will keep spoiling us, keep poisoning us, keep poisoning the whole of our systems. We need to be grateful. We need to be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever we have been gifted with. Each one of us is having several things in the life. Without going into comparisons, without making comparisons with other people, we need to look upon the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have been gifted with lots and lots and lots of blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And not only this thing, rather we have been protected. We have not been inflicted with so much of the pains with some or many of the other people are suffering. So that is why we need to do the three of these things. No hatred against anybody at all. Being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all what we are having, for all the troubles we are not having, and then control our cravings, our impulses, our strong, spontaneous desires. Thank you.